Good morning, guys. This is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. It is Saturday morning, January the something. Hey, Google. Good morning.
Hi, Rusty. The time is 6:41 a.m. Currently in Burnett it's 60 and cloudy. Today, there'll be scattered showers with a forecasted high of 64 and a low of 39. By the way, you need to beer 30. Have a nice day.
Did you get that? He says, I need the beer 30. Oh, I love it. I love it. I did that all by myself. Oh, golly. What else? Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Alamogordo, New Mexico?
The temperature in Alamogordo right now is 32.
When they start saying 52 and 48, then I'll be looking, because Alamogordo is kind of in the geographic center of where I want to start off. But be that as it may, what else? Hey, Google, tell us a joke.
This might make you laugh. What's Forrest Gump's password? 1 Forrest 1.
Again, you know, we do have an individual that has a high enough IQ that they can understand the jokes, because the individual posted a comment explaining a joke, which after it was explained, I understood. You know what I mean? For those of us that our IQ is not quite equal to our age, then we are left out. But anyway, hey Google, what's the temperature in the Klondike?
In the Klondike, Yukon right now, it's -11.
Woo! Not too bad. That's the way it's supposed to be. But anyway, we have a comment here from Gino. I don't remember that name. But Gino, this is how do you find a doctor? He says, I have had and know others that had doctors tell me them that don't bother checking to see if you have this or that. You will die of something else before that gets you. Also, capitation is a big thing now. I don't know what that means. Cut your head off. All in all, old age in this country is not good. I can think of no encouraging words for you other than stay the hell away from the medical system if you possibly can. You know, and that's kind of the way I feel about it. Dreaming Angels Reborn, preventative medicine, very good. Yeah, well, you know, I believe, I don't know, Matt. I just hope I take care of myself and don't have a lot of problems. Angela Williams says, get a travel Berkey. It filters and cleans all the water. You can use any water and save your money. Well, I don't use anything, so I got to be saving a lot of money. She's talking about the RV boondocking. Yeah, I looked at those things. Thank you, Angela. It's a good idea. Maybe. Dreaming Angels Reborn. This is how to find a doctor. My dad died from colon cancer. It could have prevented it if had been taught the importance of colonoscopy. I am a nurse, and believe me, if you go in with a good attitude and stay informed, you will be fine. Take your blood pressure daily for a week. Take these readings to your visit. You are having a white coat syndrome. Your readings will show the doctor what is normal for you. Go to an MD or internal med doc. Good to be established. No need to be scared. Stop thinking neg. You are in control of what is done to you. Really? Well, thank you, Dreaming Angels Reborn. I did not know that. This is Cajun James on RV boondocking. Rusty, check out Bob Wells' latest interview. A Ram man. Old Curtis. Got it down. Also a Texan. I'll check it out. I'll check old Ram man out. This is Ogmandino. How do you find a doctor? He says, Rusty, postpone a doctor's visit until after the flu season. Lots of sick people waiting to see the docs this time of year, and when they ask you about your last tetanus, pneumonia, hepatitis C, yada, 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 vaccine shot, you say never, and that's how it's going to stay. They create vaccines in lab animals. Lab animals have viruses and other pathogens docs still have not identified, but the docs will happily inject all those pathogens into you. I'm 68-year-old. I am a 60-year-old microbiologist who's been on Medicare for the last 30 years because I got a virus, or SV40, in the Sabin polio vaccine in 1964. How do I know? Say SV40 is only found in green monkeys. Closest I ever came to that one vaccine. Sabin developed the vaccine in the green monkey kidneys. He says, keep your butt covered, old timer. I hear you. Thank you, Augmandino. Good info. Social Security, PWN donkey. Everything on the news and media says 70, so 62 is clearly correct. I know. I hate, when you can retire, do it. I mean, there's no guarantees, but that's just my opinion. You do what the hell you want to do. Anyway, Wolfgang Hoffman on the boondocking deal. Great tips. Walmart bucket and some cat litter works as well. Done that in the big truck. Yeah, I've seen people doing that. Sarah J, how do you find a doctor? It is a horrible deal. Took me 20 years to find an internist in Oregon. Had her 3 years and just dealing with who I have now, a family doc of my now gone mom and sibling maybe. They do keep secrets until you are all there together at the moment, because there are so many worse, and I do not want to go to the whole story. I think with your skin, and an internist is better than a family doc, unless the family doc is an internist. Anyway, it's got a pretty long comment, but yeah, these internists are a good thought, and PAs and all that stuff. This is Sherry on boondocking. Sherry Sprankle. Rusty, what is the difference between boondocking and dry camping? None. Not a thing. It's just that, dry camping, people don't picture it. Boondocking, you can visualize being out in the boonies. Flash Garden, how do you find a doctor? Go to the doc and get a physical, Rusty. Get a copy of your test results. It's a numbers game, and you can get online and check your results to the test results yourself. Plenty of info online. Then you know how you stack up. Have a good one, Rusty. Well, thank you, Flash Garden. I remember him in the comics, getting pretty old. RV boondocking. Robert Bingham, smart thinking. Yeah, it's a pretty simple setup. Then it cuts all the crap out. Dion McGrath. RV boondocking. Thank you. You're welcome, Dion McGrath. Grandma Patty's got a long comment. I'll read part of it. How do you find a doctor? Please watch Dr. John McDougall on YouTube before you go to any doctor. There is no such thing as early detection when it comes to cancer. A 1 millimeter cancer took 10 years to grow 1 millimeter. You are 74. There is no early detection in a colonoscopy for a man your age, and surely they will try to get you to get one. The stress they will put you through will shorten your life. The PSA test is a scam. If you break a hip, call 911. Otherwise, stay away from the medical industrial complex. Anyway, she makes a point about don't go to doctors. Isn't that sad? It's terrible. You know what I mean? Well, it's never mind. It is what it is. It's business. That's the sad part about it. It's become a business. You got Hospital Corporation of America that is strictly for profit. So when they get patients in there, they're telling these doctors, get that patient in a room. We don't make money with them out in the street. Get them in these rooms. Fill these beds up. Carol Madge, thank you, Rusty. Good information that was on boondocking. This is Rio Abajo Bellin. How do you find a good doctor? Good morning, Rusty, from sunny New Mexico. I love the philosophical videos when you are driving. I find answers when I am driving as well. Keep up the videos. I plan to. Thank you, Rio Abajo Bellin. Tiny homes, 11,000. Oh, Ken Alexander says $11,000 in finance charges. Well, man, I don't ever use their financing on those storage buildings, unless you just have to, because they're going to charge you about 20%. How do you find a doctor? ICU812's got 2 comments here, one on driving and one on this. Rusty, if you break your arm, go see a doctor. Otherwise, stay the hell away from them. Good point. ICU812, hey, Rusty, when you see a doctor, run the other direction. How do you find a lot of comments on that, wasn't it, on how to find a doctor? I didn't think that would do anything, but a lot of people are interested in that, so that's good. See, all this information is on that video, and so whenever people go there, they can look at the comments and they'll get some information too. Whether they use it or not, who knows? But anyway, this is how to find a doctor. MKC, PSA is not recommended anymore because it gives you a lot of false positives, resulting in unnecessary biopsies. Like many medical tests and procedures, it results in more harm than good. There is really no reliable way of detecting prostate cancer early. Digital exams are not recommended either. In a recent study, men with prostate cancer were sent for exams by doctors who were not informed of the study. Very few, including urologists, were successful in detecting the cancer. You know, and that's a sad state of affairs, but I have to say this now, with the artificial intelligence and the new IBM Watson deal that's working with the medical field, I see some real improvements in that, because they're doing much better in reading X-rays. The computer is, and they're doing much better than on the skin problems than dermatologists. So the computer's coming on strong. It won't be but a few years. Time zone, about finding a doctor. I am just about your age and I need to see a doctor, but I think I will wait till the flu season is over. Well, I think I'll wait forever, apparently. How do you find a doctor? Roy Vanoy. I go to a family doctor twice a year. I see my heart doctor once a year for stress test. I go to a skin doctor twice a year since I have old skin. She gets my heart rate up, LOL. I'm 67 and have 3 forms of insurance. I'm insurance poor, LOL. I hear you. I think we just need to have one healthcare system in the United States, and that's it, period. We got one Department of Defense. We need one Department of Health. That's it. John Gertback on the comment called Tidy, Organizing, Rusty, Well Done. He's referring to this stainless steel bulletin board. It cost me $20 and I like it. Anyway, John Gertback also says Texas Parks and Wildlife is a nice YouTube channel I sub to, Rusty. Maybe you would find it interesting also. Yeah, Texas Parks and Wildlife does some good stuff. Yeah, I might have to check that out. I haven't done it in a while. Rondell 100 on finding a doctor. Absolutely agree with every thought you shared in this vid. Big Pharma is all about money, and running to doctors every month will kill you. If the germs in the office don't kill you, the pills they push will. An annual checkup for blood pressure and general blood panel is all you need. Get a healthy dose of yeast at Beer 30. Keep walking, keep talking, and stay out of those nasty hotel rooms. Isn't that the damn truth? You got to be fine. You're going to be just fine, Rusty. Well, I hope so. But yeah, motel rooms, you got to know that's germ city, man. And I don't plan on going to them anymore, ever. Finding a doctor, Tom Wilson. I'm 72 years old. Man, you're old. 72? You're 72? Tom, you're old. I'm 72 too, Tom. Anyway, go to a family health clinic, have a regular doctor there, takes good care of me. I may try that, yeah. We'll see, I'm in no hurry. How do you find a doctor? Carolyn Philpott. I would suggest seeing a geriatric physician that specializes in people over the age of 65 if you can. They tend to spend a little more time with you and are more familiar with problems encountered by older person. Do agree with several other people here commenting. If you can, wait till the flu epidemic has passed to make your first visit. Ask for copies of your visit and labs. Many physicians' offices now have online charting, and you have a link for you to view your medical chart and information. Ask the physician's office how to retrieve this information when you are on your first visit. When planning your travel trips, don't forget to have available all of your emergency numbers and information. I do, because everything I own, I'm traveling in my home. I got everything, man. Vic Vanner on doctor. Hi, Rusty. I'm a woman who will find doctors who listen. If they don't, just try another one. You can ask for what you want. Blood work can tell you a lot and ease your mind. Good luck. Thank you. This is Jay Cook. I'm finding a doctor. For years I was going to Squatty Lions, whatever that is. They charge you based on your income and assigned me with my own personal doctor. It was the best medical care I ever had in my entire life. When affordable health care came out, they took it all away. That was the worst thing that ever happened to me, having a clinic and doctor that I was relying on taken away overnight. Well, see, those are the things you never heard about Obamacare. You never heard about that, all right? You know, there's so many things we don't hear about because the media doesn't print it or say it. Sarah on boondocking. Great one, Rusty, just for dry camping and avoiding the dump it issue. Very cool. Yeah, I don't like to go to dumps either. Scotty Thompson's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go, Scotty. Ready? You batter up, Scotty. Scotty Thompson, cool comment call Rusty, cool doctor talk Rusty, cool RV boondocking dry camping talk Rusty, cool RV camping and heating options talk Rusty. Thank you, Scotty Thompson. You covered 4 videos. Okay, here we go. This is, now this is a tough name to pronounce because it's a foreign name. It's A-N-K-H-A-T something M. You know, it's in that script. I can't tell, so we'll just call him AA. Okay, AA. Hey, Uncle Rusty. See, I'm his kin, folks, and I can't even pronounce his name. Are you liking your camper still? Yes, I am thinking of buying the 17BH or 16BH version. Well, you get either version you want because it's your choice. As far as I'm concerned, this basic, bare bones, plain Jane, cheap Coachman Clipper Cadet is all I need or want. It works for me. Now, whether it will work for you, I don't know. But I like mine, okay? Scotty is up again. 2. Cool RV boondocking, dry camping. Oh, I already did that. The Choji, living in a Prius. Where am I at here? Oh, here it is. I feel like I'm the younger version of you. When it comes to car camping, the view ain't going to be beautiful all the time, but we got to go out there for the experience. I went to Fernley Wildlife Management Area in Nevada, and it looks just like this video. That was in Carlsbad near Carlsbad at a boondocking site. BLM land. Said it looked like the one in my video. I went there car camping for a week before I found a place because I was traveling for work at the Tesla factory place. I traveled in my Hyundai Accent 2016 with my rooftop tent and woke up every morning to go to work to undo the rooftop tent. That's why I didn't get a rooftop tent, because I didn't want to undo it. The stars at night was beautiful. The only issue was the wind was getting pretty intense for my roof tent. Yeah, that's what happens when you get out in the desert. You get some hellacious winds. Janice Peck on RV boondocking. Hi, Rusty. Just had to pass this Jeff Scrugines or whatever, New Mexico song to all. She's got a link to a song about New Mexico on YouTube. Thank you, Janice. Carla Walker's got 2 on comment call. Life is short and you make me laugh. Thanks. Well, you're welcome. Carla Walker says, I just sold my house. Not sure what I'm going to do now, but I'm going to travel some. Going to Florida first. Not sure after that, but going to Texas is not out. Take care. Well, when you say going to Texas, lady, just remember that Texas is big. I mean, it just covers a lot of area. You know, so if you saw East Texas, you haven't seen anything. Andrew Rivera on finding a doctor. So right about it. The checkup, I had a few minor issues and pains. Went to a GP. Next thing I knew, I had to make an appointment with an audiologist, a podiatrist, a urologist, and a gastrointestinologist or whatever. She, doctor, I couldn't pronounce her name, ordered additional tests, blood work, and I left panicked. After a week, several visits to all docs, nothing. Everything was fine. I switched my doctor. Okay, this is on RV Boondocking. Hello, I'm Elmer. It says he'll be in my neck of the woods on Monday at noon. All right, good. I'll meet you. I'm going to come by. I'll meet you at at the RV dealership in Burnett. I'll come there at noon. I'll be there at noon on Monday. I'll make a note. It says he's buying a camper, so if in area, stop by the dealership Monday. If you're in, I will. If I'll be there, Elmer. I'll be there Monday at noon. No problemo. Rather be fishing. Got 2 in a row on finding a doctor. Stay away from well med. I try to go to doctors that have graduated from top universities in America. I also ask other doctors and picky, informed friends. I check review on the internet. My father's ex-doctor had a 3.4 rating. I found this out when my mother's doctors told me to research her. People have not been raised to have good work ethic. Rather be fishing, go to internist MD, not a DO, whatever that is. My 2 cents. My doctor friends said that the internists have more difficult classes in med school. They also recommend to have someone go with you so they can document what the doctor and nurses say. Okay, well, you know, that's all good. And all you guys that were interested in helping me find a doctor, I appreciate it very, very much. But now I am totally, what I found out what I thought I would find out. People don't trust the medical, the guy put it right, medical industrial complex. It is. It's totally a machine. And in fact, at one time, well, not that many years ago, I knew a hospital administrator for a hospital in a fairly large city. And he would talk frank with me. He would tell me, because it was his job as the administrator to be sure that those beds were full, all right, and that those doctors were producing income, you know, that those surgery rooms were full of people getting surgery. And yeah, he was quite frank about it. He said that, yeah, they do put pressure on the doctors to get that patient count up, to get those beds full in those hospitals, because that's where the money is. And to get them into that intensive care facility and to run all those damn machines. And the reason is because that's where the profit is. And those shareholders that own stock in Hospital Corporation of America, you know, they want profit. You know, that's it. They don't care about the people in those beds. If all the people in the beds died, that wouldn't bother them 5 cents, as long as HCA, Hospital Corporation of America, made a hell of a lot of money. That's what it's all about. And if you're a doctor, you're human, okay? If you're a doctor, you've got malpractice insurance, it's more than most people's annual income, then what are you going to do? You're going to try to run as many patients through there as you can to get as much money as you can, because you want that Mercedes-Benz, you want that sailboat, you want that place on Grand Cayman, you know, you want that, you want to go snow skiing in Colorado or whatever, or Aspen or whatever, you know. So, you know, you're a human being. But anyway, having said all of that, what else? Hey Google, tell us a joke.
Okay, here you go. What's brown and sticky? A stick.
See, I mean, I almost figured that one out all by myself. How corny. Terrible. Anyway, guys, from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything your little heart desires, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because I'm an Amazon affiliate and I get a small commission. Now, some of you have been using the link to Amazon, and thumbs up to you and pat, pat, pat. I do appreciate it. Because every morning what I do, I go to YouTube and appeal all the demonetized videos that I have out there. And I don't know why. I mean, but be that as it may, for those of you that have used the Amazon link, thanks. And also drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. It's good for you. It will help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it will also help you lose weight if that's what you choose to do. because you'll be full of water. Okay, what else? Take deep breaths several times a day. Hold it in for a few seconds and then breathe out. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Okay, is that good for you? Of course it is. Everybody knows that. And then what else? Stretch those arms. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Walk, walk, walk. And I'll do that today because unless it's sprinkling, but I'll still go to somewhere and walk. And I do it every day. And, and so, it varies. I try to walk at least an hour. I mean, that's my target. Sometimes I get a little short and sometimes I go over a little bit. But I try to walk 7 days a week for about an hour. And as far as the distance, it doesn't matter. The distance doesn't mean anything, really. It's the time for me. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for your comments and have a great weekend. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.